Oh boy, this plot just keeps getting thicker and thicker. And I heard something on another YouTube channel this morning, and we got to talk about here because it's absolutely insane, but makes a lot of sense. This FTX SBF plot is getting thick with 3 C's, baby. Do me a favor, hit that like button, push us up in the old algorithm. And thank you so much for joining me on a beautiful Friday morning down here in sunny San Diego. Welcome to my Crypto Journey live stream, and happy Veterans Day to you veterans out there. Keep that thumb tucked, baby. Learn how to salute. Good morning. Good morning. What's up, babies? How y'all doing? What's going on? What's going on? Got a small chat today, but we got some news to talk about, baby. So do me a favor, again, hit that like button and check out my sponsors. Links to all of their channels and their Twitter, social medias, all that good stuff is in the description down below. Yo, I was not late to the stream. Okay, real quick, before we get started about the bankruptcy and all the crazy shit going on, how his net worth is literally zero now, check this out. Okay, so back in 2020, Sushi Swap. We know Sushi Swap, right? It's like Uniswap. It's a protocol, right? We all know Sushi Swap. So check this out. When Sushi Swap went live, yield farmers flocked to the platform to earn profits via providing liquidity to the protocol. The popularity of Sushi tokens increased steadily, eventually accounting for 77% of all trading on Uniswap. Unfortunately, the price lost 88% of its value on September 5th. This was after the token's founder, Chef Nomi, who is not doxxed, withdrew his stake, amounting to $15 million. Okay, this is where it gets weird. So, when the Sushi community could not take it anymore, SBF, the founder of leading crypto derivative platform FTX, this is an old article, remember, as well as Serum Project, dared Chef Nomi to allow others full control of the protocol. So apparently, after this big scandal happened, SBF was like, let us take control of the protocol. Like, hey, we want to take control of it now. Here's the thing. This morning, I was watching another YouTube channel. It was a guy from Coin Bureau, and he says that the apology statement that Chef Nomi gave sounded exactly like Sam Bankman-Fried's. And the question is, was SBF involved in this scandal before he moved or while he was at FTX? It would make sense. Keep in mind, we saw this before with Do Kwon. He had another algorithmic stablecoin that went under, and then he created Terra Luna, and that went under. This is why we need some sort of docs developers. It is too easy for people to move from project to project to project and wreck a lot of people all along the way and make money. Now, this could be this is a story that no one's really talking about. I just heard it in one spot, but it makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. Too perfect. This is absolutely insane. Of course, this is Sushi Swap, like I said, decentralized application, swapping tokens. And this was a Reddit post I found out about this 2 years ago, and no one can really dox who Chef Nomi is. So it would make sense, which is absolutely insane. Whoa. Yo, do me a favor, hit that like button. So I want to see what happens as this story develops, but I'm not sure if they're going to be able to tie him to Sushi Swap. So, man, crazy story. But the entire cryptocurrency market right now, guys, is in an absolute free fall. We are dumping. And I assume this has to do with the fact that FTX is filing for bankruptcy. FTX US is now affected, and it doesn't look like anyone's going to come in and save the day. We thought Binance would. We thought they'd be able to raise some money, but no, Chapter 11 bankruptcy is the move. Now, Chapter 11 bankruptcy, those of you guys who know, it's like restructuring. It's not the end-all be-all for a person, and businesses do this often. But with what's going to happen with U.S. lawmakers and regulators and stuff like that, digging in deep to this FTX situation, I can't imagine it's going to be a good thing for cryptocurrency. It's going to be bad. And now that the focus is off of the midterms, right? All eyes on crypto right now, all eyes on FTX. This is terrible for us. We've been trying, it seems like the last 2 years, the cryptocurrency world has been trying to make gains and trying to earn the trust of average Joes, especially after the whole Silk Road ordeal. You guys know that when cryptocurrency was first created, it was popular because you could use it on the black market or the Silk Road to buy drugs and other kind of crazy stuff, right? That's what cryptocurrency was known for. That's what Bitcoin was known for. You can like it, you can agree with it, but that's the truth. And that's how people saw it. That's how it was presented in the news to people. And it took time to gain the trust of people. And I really think meme coins did that, especially Dogecoin. You know what I mean? It's crazy. I really think meme coins and Dogecoins and things like that, they really did that for cryptocurrency. And now it feels like we're taking so many steps back now because a big exchange, one that people knew about, right? It's not Terra Luna, it's not Voyager, it's not Celsius. There's a difference. The normies didn't really know about that. I have people, friends and family saying, hey, did you hear about the FTX thing? I'm like, yeah, of course I have. Like, they're like, what happened? Because they see it on football commercials. Right? They know what FTX is. They see Tom Brady promoting it. They see the NFL promoting it. It's not good, man. This is not good. This is not good. Any way you slice it, this is not good. Now, the important thing you have to understand, guys, is that there is probably still a contagion out there. This is a contagion, which means that this falling is probably a domino in a bigger circle of dominoes, right? So other cryptocurrency projects or businesses may fall based on how much exposure FTX had, or they had FTX. Who knows? We're going to see what happens. But I have a feeling that it ain't over yet. And the bottom ain't in. Yes, cue X-Files theme music. Do me a favor. Hit that like button. We'll talk about the Terrarium situation in a little bit. But today, all eyes on FTX because there's some funny stories that we got to cover. The entire cryptocurrency market is down 4% on the day. We are at $850 billion market cap after being at like a $1.1 trillion market cap 3 days ago. Now, we just had the inflation numbers released yesterday. So the CPI data came out, and it shows that maybe inflation has peaked in June, which is good for us, right? It's good for us. Usually, that's a positive thing for all markets. Now, you know, not for the crypto market because we have this black swan event, and this is a black swan event, right? This is like something that you cannot predict. You know, a lot of people maybe could have saw the writings on the wall because I'm hearing a lot of stories of people saying like in 2020 that this would fail, but it's like, yeah, you don't know when though, right? And you don't know how it's going to start, so you can't really time this sort of thing. And so this brought down the entire cryptocurrency market, right? So absolutely insane, right? Absolutely insane. And we'll see what other cryptocurrency projects and entities start to fall after in the coming weeks and months, right? We'll see. But I'm holding strong. I'm buying the dip on my favorite cryptocurrency projects because that's what I do. And I'm bullish on cryptocurrency long term. I am. And I think that a lot of institutions are seeing this as a great buying opportunity to get into crypto. But we do need some sort of regulation. I'm open to some sort of regulation, especially for cryptocurrency exchanges, right? You have to. You have to. You have to. Or people are going to keep getting wrecked. But let's not forget one of the biggest schemes in U.S. history, Bernie Madoff. So check this out. You guys remember Bernie Madoff? You know? So Madoff attracted investors by promising them extraordinarily high returns on their investments. However, when investors handed over the money, Madoff just deposited it into his personal bank account at Chase Manhattan Bank. He paid returns to earlier investors using the money obtained from later investors. It was for $170 billion. That's crazy. Probably more because that's what he had to pay in restitution. Well, what does that mean? How many of these schemes do we see in cryptocurrency? A lot of them. But what happens with all this, right? What happens with all this? When people want to withdraw their money all at once, for some reason, you don't have enough money to give back to everyone because you've been paying other people and yourself. It's a Ponzi scheme, right? And so when we saw Terra Luna collapse, the same thing happened. When we saw Voyager, Celsius, what's up, Crypto Blake? When we saw FTX collapse, everyone wanted to pull their money all out at once, right? Because they were scared. They didn't have the money to reimburse everyone. And that's when the walls come crumbling down. So this thing has happened before. There's a restaurant next to me. I'm not going to say which one, but some chick was caught in a Ponzi scheme, right? It's crazy. These things are common. Now, remember Enron? Enron scandal drew attention to accounting and corporate fraud as its shareholders lost $74 billion in 4 years leading up to its bankruptcy. $74 billion. And its employees lost billions in pension benefits. So Enron, right? The fall of Wall Street darling, right? Enron scandal, one of the biggest scandals of all time. Well, guess who investigated that scandal? Well, a guy by the name of John Ray. Guess who's investigating the FTX scandal? John Ray. Can you imagine what these men are going to find? This is crazy. Can you imagine what these guys are going to uncover? You know? It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. So this is the notice, the press release from FTX. So SBF resigned as CEO, right? He's no longer CEO. Not even sure what the hell that means, but he resigned. Okay, fine. Whatever. Whatever. And we have some more news on funny news, which is kind of like gossip, but it's hilarious. I got it from Cryptos R Us. I thought it was hilarious. It doesn't really have anything to do with the bank. Maybe it does with the bankruptcy, but I think it's hilarious. I'm sorry, Big A. Big A said he lost big money in Enron. Yeah, a lot of people did, man. So look, this is not just a cryptocurrency thing. This has happened happened before. But people went to jail, and I bet you can imagine that SBF is going to go to jail. So the immediate relief of Chapter 11 is appropriate to provide FTX Group the opportunity to assess its situation and develop a process to maximize recoveries for stakeholders, said Mr. Ray. The FTX Group has valuable assets that can only be effectively administered in the organized joint process. I want to ensure every employee, customer, creditor, contract party, stockholder, investor, government authority, and other stakeholders that we are going to conduct this effort with diligence, thoroughness, and transparency. Stakeholders should understand that events have been fast-moving and the new team is engaged only recently. Stakeholders should review the materials filed on the docket of the proceedings over the coming days for more information. So this is going to be a very, very thorough investigation. And check this out. There's 130 additional affiliated companies. So what does that mean? Are those crypto projects? Because if they're crypto projects, this bad. This big bad, right? This no good, right? No good, no bueno. If this is crypto projects, this no bueno. So all bad. And we have a guy who's, he's had some experience investigating some big scandals. So the next year, heads are going to roll, right? It's going to be crazy. It's going to be absolutely nuts. And I want to pop this in here, guys. Look at this crap. Right after the midterms, random. This is like a pivot real quick. Literally, right after the midterms, after he got all your votes, a federal judge declares President Biden's plan to cancel student loan debt unconstitutional. So there goes your student loan debt. There goes your student loan. If you voted for people because of student loan debt, well, psych, you ain't getting it. So I wanted to point that out because I thought that was really jacked up. Anyways, quick side note. Now, I got this from Cryptos R Us too. Gurgavin. So check this out. So we all know that Alameda Research is the trading firm that SBF owned, right? It was a trading firm that he owned. And the reason why he's going to get in trouble and why there's probably some illegal stuff happening is because, they had $16 billion in customer assets. Well, SBF gave Alameda Research $10 billion of those dollars, So he's like, hey, here's $10 billion. And he doesn't even run that company allegedly, right? I mean, you cannot do that. Alameda was spending it, trading it, and all those sorts of things. You can't. That's mishandling customer funds. Okay, you can't do that. That's illegal. That's probably why he's going to get in trouble. But check this out. Remember when CZ offered to buy FTX, or excuse me, offered. He said he was going to sell all his FTX tokens. He announced it to everyone. This was pretty much the start of all this. Remember that? Well, this chick, who is the leader of Alameda Research, or the CEO, right, of Alameda Research, told CZ publicly on Twitter, hey, we'll buy all of your shares at $22 each. So pretty much posturing on Twitter saying, yeah, everything's fine, nothing's wrong. And it turns out, things are wrong, because if you go to FTT token, Lord have mercy, it is at $2.70. And best believe it, this thing gets under $1, I'm buying some because I'm a degenerate. But keep in mind, this is different from Terra Luna. How is it different? Terra Luna was an abandoned blockchain. It was an abandoned ecosystem that hypothetically, if given the keys, people could revive it, build decentralized applications on it, maybe restore it. Probably not, though, right? FTX, you can't bring back an exchange that wrecked a lot of people. It's just not a degen play. But the fact that this exists on the blockchain people are probably going to buy it, and there's going to be some sort of FTX Classic or some weird thing like that. So I will be participating. But check this out. This is this is the CEO. This is the chick who may be SBF's lover. And this does look like the casting couch. This is what she said before, a while ago, right? Check this out.
Yeah, absolutely could pull it off without my math degree. Use very little math. Use a lot of elementary school math. Being comfortable with risk is very important. We tend not to have things like stop losses. I think those aren't necessarily a great risk management tool. I'm trying to think of a good example of a trade where I've lost a ton of money. Well, I don't know. I probably don't want to go into specifics too much with that.
There goes your money. Shout out to Cryptos R Us. I got that from him. I saw his show this morning. I lost my fucking mind. Oh my God. Oh, this, so awkward. So that's crazy. The same person that investigated Enron is going to be investigating this FTX situation. I wonder what they're going to find. This is going to get crazy. Yes, this lady, CEO of Alameda Research. I'm not saying she's not smart. Her IQ is probably triple mine, it probably is, but it goes to show that what's killing people out here, right? What is killing all these exchanges out here, guys? Greed and leverage. Do Kwon's a smart guy. Alex Mashinsky's a smart guy. Whoever the hell ran Voyager, I forgot his name, her name, or whoever, right? SBF is a smart guy. She's a smart woman. Greed and leverage, right? Greed and leverage. Killing people, man. Absolutely killing people. Absolutely killing people. Now, this was funny. Check this out. This Teddy guy says, so first of all, look at the mansion okay, so SBF portrayed this real poor guy who doesn't really spend his money, doesn't live a lavish lifestyle, but apparently had a $35 million penthouse in the Bahamas, and he owns $200 million of property on the island. The I Drive a Corolla image was a fabrication for credibility. Now, we know for sure that Jeff Bezos, back in his early Amazon days, was actually living like a peasant. SBF was not. SBF was not. Yeah, he drove his Corolla to his $35 million mansion after doing interviews, parked that baby in the garage, and hopped in the Lambo. And apparently, this is how big his house was. Holy crap. And he lived there with a bunch of people. And this is funny, but failed crypto exchange FTX was ran by 10 people who lived together and were involved romantically. Look, I don't care if they have orgies. That's fine. Orgies are fine. Look, I'm not going to knock people for having orgies, okay? But that's hilarious, right? This is probably, I don't know if this is fake. Everyone's dunking on these guys, but it's hilarious. And if it's true, who cares? Let the people bang. But I think it's funny to portray, because he does dress kind of but a lot of people dress like that, A lot of people dress like they don't got money, And, apparently this was his place, in the Bahamas. $35 million, bro. That's absolutely insane. And everybody's pulling up old tweets. So this is 2021, January 9th. He says, I'll buy as much Solana as you have right now at $3. Sell me all you want, then go fuck off. It's always interesting to see these tweets being brought up after someone's demise. Do Kwon, I think, was the worst. Alex Mashinsky was actually pretty interesting, the CEO of Celsius, because he's always like, big banks are not your friend. Don't trust big banks, baby. And then literally does what a big bank would do if there was a bank run on their bank. Yep, sorry, freeze your funds, can't get your money out. Although, of course, actual US dollars are insured, right? It's like greed. All these people are smart. They're just greedy. And the heinous thing about the Celsius ordeal is that there's on-chain data. CoffeeZilla covered this, that they were pulling out millions of dollars before the collapse of Celsius. How fair is that, right? To run an exchange, have people trust you with their money. You then go invest their money into random crap when you're not supposed to do that, right? They're customer funds. And then when it collapses, you and your wife withdraw millions of dollars while the rest of us peasants go to bankrupt, have to deal with how assets are divvied up in bankruptcy court, right? I mean, how much money are these people going to get back? How much money do you think people are going to get back on FTX exchange? How much? Probably 30%, 30 cents on the dollar. It's absolute crime. If you have your money in the FTX exchange, you got to get it off. You got to get it out of there. You know, you got to get it out of there. Absolutely nuts. Let's check out Solana right now. Solana was having a free fall. I bought Solana. I still think Solana is a decent project, although it's a darling of FTX and Alameda Research. I like Solana. I think it's a good project. I know that SBF, helped these people out a lot, but I think that, it's a good project. So I bought a bunch at around $14. I think it's a good project still. We'll see what happens, but it's going to take a while for people to forget, right? But it's a good system or a good layer one. Yes, they had outages. I get that, but I still like Solana. We'll see what happens. It got very, very popular, not because of SBF, but because of what it could do, right? So we'll see if that happens again. We'll see if that happens again. And apparently, the whole BitBoy crypto thing. So if you guys didn't know, BitBoy crypto was bullish on FTX and Solana at one point, and of course, with all the things that went down, he kind of ditched, SBF and the whole Solana thing because he figured out it was pretty much shady. So check this out. He says, I also want to address my thoughts on FTT because misinformation campaigns are out there. And pretty much people are saying, well, you once supported it. But here's the thing, guys. Just because you once supported something doesn't mean you have to support it forever. If you support something, if you support a cryptocurrency project, if you support a presidential candidate, if you have a wife or husband you support, and they do something to break your trust, you have the right to change your mind. People on Twitter are so crazy. They go back and dig up old things of you, of your opinion in that time. You know what I mean? It's like you have the right to change your opinion. If your significant other cheats on you, you have the right to say, well, I don't like them anymore. I'm going to divorce them. If they do that, you have the right to change your mind, you weirdos. For all you little weirdos like to dig up stuff from 20 years ago and shame people for it, you're out of your damn mind. Relax, So he says, this was one of my very top picks of the year. So FTX was his FTT token was one of his top picks of the year. He says, my basis for this was the FTX empire was exploding as they were likely to add leverage trading due to Ledger X acquisition. And of course, degenerates love leverage trading. Leverage trading is different, guys. If you don't have the money, don't use leverage trading. Leverage wrecks a lot of people, right? What wrecks all men? It's like women, alcohol, and leverage. Some shit like that, right? He says, if I'm honest, this could lead to adding unity to the coin. There was no question that FTX empire was growing and exchange tokens performed better than most last cycle. But I know this part will shock you. Humans can change opinions as they obtain a process of new information. I think he meant information. He says, so when I stumbled across the beginnings of this scandal 2 months ago, I immediately made a video explaining why FTT and Sol were dead to me. I couldn't support their philosophy and was removing them from my portfolios. Many people followed suit and they avoided the pain. Now, BitBoy Crypto, I'm not the biggest fan of BitBoy Crypto. I like him, but I still think that he's just a big shiller too. Sometimes I know maybe he stopped shilling shitcoins, but no, we all shill shitcoins. Come on now, we're all a bunch of shillers, right? So no one's holier than thou. But he's spot on with all of this. He's been spot on with this whole SBF situation, right? When he came out, it dunked on SBF like 2 weeks ago, and this shit happens. He's been pretty spot on. So I mean, this means everything to me. People, are so insane. Like, oh, you can't switch opinions. You once supported it. It's insane to me. It's insane to me. And do me a favor, hit that like button. And real quick, I want to go ahead and thank all of my members, everyone who has an eggplant next to your name. I do appreciate you. And if you are a member of my channel, of course, 3 tiers are available: $2.99, $4.99, and $9.99. Every Monday, I will be doing a crypto giveaway. Yes, free crypto from yours truly. We've done 1 million giveaways on my channel, and you guys know I am good for it. So winners will be picked Monday live at 8 a.m., but you have to be a member, and you have to be following me on Twitter to be a part of this giveaway. So shout out to you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys supporting me every single day. Love y'all, love y'all, love y'all. Okay, so yeah, absolutely insane with this whole situation, Now, to me, I just hope there's no bigger cryptocurrency projects involved. If we see more and more crypto projects fail, it's going to really push us back so far. Now, guys, you have to understand something. When Bitcoin hit its all-time high and crypto hit its all-time high, it was kind of inflated. I didn't feel like it was a authentic pump. I don't think anything was an authentic pump. It didn't make sense, right? We closed down our economy, we printed a bunch of money and gave people a bunch of money. There's no reason why the stock market, cryptocurrency should have hit all-time highs during those times. It just didn't make sense to me, but it did. So, you know, $69,000, I think it was the day before yesterday where Bitcoin hit. It was a 1-year anniversary. I think that's going to be a while before we hit that again, right? And keep in mind, inflation peaked. We think it peaked in June. Hopefully it did. It usually takes a good 2 or so years for us to get inflation completely under control. So we're probably not looking to real prosperous times for another couple of years. But with that being said, that doesn't mean the Fed isn't going to start printing money again. So if the Fed starts printing money, well then, hey, that'll be good for the economy because more, there'll be more money in circulation and lowering interest rates. Of course, when you raise interest rates, you take money out of circulation, right? So we might be looking at hard times for cryptocurrency, but here's the thing: people beg for these prices during all-time highs, right? Everyone was like, "Man, I should have got in when Bitcoin was this. I should have got in when crypto was this. I should have got in. Shoulda, coulda, woulda." But they didn't, right? Now, when times are tough like this, I always got to defer to Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's who I have to defer to. These other projects, or maybe BNB. BNB seems too powerful to fail. If BNB fails, oh Lord. But, be safe. Bitcoin, not on a centralized exchange, is probably your safest bet right now. So keep that in mind. So with all what's going on, your money's probably safe off of a centralized exchange in Bitcoin or maybe Ethereum. It's tough right now. I'm getting into a lot of these projects. I think Polygon's a winner. I think Dogecoin's going to be a winner strictly because of Elon Musk. I'm not a huge Dogecoin maxi, but I think Elon Musk has the ability to send Dogecoin to the absolute moon, like he always does. What I mean by safe, DSS Entertainment says, not Bitcoin, Rodney, it's going down. No. What I mean by Bitcoin is that Solana was one of the most trusted cryptocurrency projects. But this happens. This bad press happens. Because why? Humans are controlling it. Humans are involved with it. Bitcoin is autonomous. It has no controller. It's finite. You can't people can exploit things, but you can't make more of it. Right? The last Bitcoin's supposed to be mined in 2140, so a little over 100 years from now. So that's why I trust Bitcoin and Ethereum right now. Ethereum more centralized, but I feel like Ethereum is okay with the masses. I feel like it's going to be okay with regulators and things like that. So during these times, sometimes it's good to switch to projects you believe in completely. But the safest bet are Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's tough. So Combo asked me a great question, says, how are you? I'm doing well. Thank you so much. He says, I have asked the question, what is safer? USDT, USDC, BUSD. Thank you. Okay. So these are all stable coins, right? Stable coins is a good place to park your money because they should be pegged to $1 one for one. Now, people can diss on the American dollar all they want, but Bitcoin is down like 70% from last year. The inflation rate this last year has been 8%-ish, right? Okay, 70-something% is worse than 8%, obviously, right? So keep that in mind. Obviously, right? Historically, cryptocurrency has been a great hedge against inflation. And if you look at the 10-year time period, well, then yeah, obviously it's a great hedge against inflation. But that's not where we're at right now. The last year, crypto has not performed better than the dollar, and it's not even close. Now, a lot of people want a place to park their money. Stablecoins, right? We like stablecoins. Now, stay away from algorithmic stablecoins. Stay away. I don't care how long they've been out. Stay away from them. Stay away. Go away. Only invest in stablecoins that are backed by actual assets, which means actual dollars, real world things that are worth something. Now, BNB or BUSD is Binance's stablecoin. Take that as you will. USDC coin is like the only coin that has big institutions backing it, and it's audited. It's like the safest one, people say, right? I think BlackRock supports it, right? Tether is a little shady because there was some FUD or some, I don't know, some real fear, uncertainty, and doubt about Tether about a year ago or a year and a half ago, because apparently what was backing them wasn't actual assets. Apparently, after an investigation, they only had 60% of what they say is backing them, which means if they're a $70 billion market cap, roughly what, $40 billion is what they actually had. So that's not good. So with coming regulation, one of the things they want to knock down is making sure that these stable coins are actually backed by assets. Because if you, an investor, want to park $100,000 into a stable coin, well, then at the end of the day, you should have a peace of mind to know that, well, that's not going to turn into 50 cents. That's not going to turn into 90 cents. It's going to stay at whatever a dollar is worth. So stable coins are very important, and we have to make sure they're regulated properly. Now, some people say, well, why don't you just keep your money in cash instead of keeping them in stable coins? Well, the reason why we keep them in stable coins on a DeFi wallet is because it's so hard to get actual cash and large amounts of cash to your MetaMask account, to your ledger at any given moment. It's tough to do that, right? You have to go through a bunch of processes and those sorts of things, right? So you have to keep that in mind. Yes, we were having a 1-year anniversary. Don't worry, Big A. I got something planned for y'all. So Sunday's going to be lit, guys. Sunday's going to be lit. Is it Sunday or Monday? One of the two. Anyways, so you could have $100,000 in your MetaMask wallet and of stable coins. So keep that in mind. But out of all these, I trust USD coin on the Ethereum blockchain. You can get USD coin on a bunch of different chains, guys. Phantom, DAI, BNB, Algorand, Solana. The other day, Solana's USDC pair was halted because Solana was dumping so much. So keep that in mind. I like to get mine on the Ethereum blockchain. So USD coin, USDC on the Ethereum blockchain. Doesn't mean it can't fail, but less likelihood, right? Chris Main says, bro, you're just straight yakking today. Yeah, I mean, it's an important day, right? Got to yak today. I'll talk to the community here in a second. We still got 30 minutes left in the show, guys. But this is important, right? Because this is probably the craziest thing that's ever happened in crypto, right? So we have to pay attention to it. Yes, do me a favor. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Wait, Ape is dumping? Oh no. Hold on. Oh no. Are we seeing something live? Everything's dumping today, about 14%. Oh no. Hold on. Someone said that Yuga Labs is Yuga Labs FTX. No way, bro. No way. Are they connected? Yeah, they might have exposure too. That'd be bad. That'd be bad for ApeCoin. Yeah, it looks like they had exposure 2 days ago. What's up, So God? How you doing, man? That's crazy. That's nutty. Yuga Labs, man, that sucks. I mean, there was a probe from the SEC into Yuga Labs anyways. So, I mean, there's stuff going on. I get us hating on regulators, guys, but this is why regulators are in crypto, right? I get that we hate on regulators, but this is why. You ever wonder why regulators are in crypto? You ever wonder why? Because of this, right? Because of this. This is why. Yeah, because we don't know how to act unsupervised, right? We don't know how to act. Now, I do like DeFi. I think that Uniswap and PancakeSwap should be left alone. Let us have a free-for-all. I think that's fine. But when it comes to centralized exchanges that are dealing with American citizens, then yeah, you have to regulate them. Yeah, right. I like Coinbase because Coinbase is a publicly traded company on the U.S. stock exchange, right? So that's why I trust Coinbase. Doesn't mean they can't go under. The terms to all of these cryptocurrency exchange, like the fine print is all the same. If they go bankrupt, your money in the exchange, you're not guaranteed to get it back. There's no guarantee. So no exchange is safe. Although I do trust Coinbase, they're not safe. And in what this whole situation has taught me is that I don't know what to believe anymore. Really, if FTX could go down in a matter of a few days, what the hell It could happen to Coinbase, right? I don't even know. What's up, Believes? How you doing, baby? You put 10K into FTT? Oh my God, you're crazy. I put a G into that, so man. Okay, so here's what some of these exchanges are doing to instill trust in the public, because a lot of people are losing their trust with these exchanges, which they probably should, right? They probably should. Okay, so first of all, I want to get rid of a little FUD and fake news. So a lot of people are saying that El Salvador had all their Bitcoin in FTX. That wasn't true. That was a lie. That was a lie. Keep that in mind. I saw this the other day from Binance, and I think it's very, very important. So Binance discloses a balance in their hot and cold wallets. There's pretty much Binance is transparent in what is what's backing them. And the issue is that all these privately owned companies are not trading, or excuse me, are not showing, are not transparent with what exactly is backing their company. Like, yeah, they could say, yeah, we have $16 billion in assets. And then other people could be like, yeah, but what's backing them? And then they don't really have to be honest with us. The only reason why we knew what was going on with Alameda Research is because their financial sheet was leaked. That's the only way we found out. Someone leaked it. Some people think it was CZ. I don't know. Whoever got that. It was from the end of June, so someone was holding that for a special day. I think it was BitBoy. BitBoy had something, or BitBoy knew about it or something like that, because BitBoy was talking a lot of shit leading up to that situation. So I don't know. You better be kidding, Believes. So Binance says, hey, we have 475,000 Bitcoin, 58 million BNB, 4.8 million ETH. I think this is dollars in ETH, right? Or let's say I have 4.8. That's a lot. I think it's dollars. Yeah. USDT, they have 17.6 billion. BUSD 21.7. This always makes me feel weird that their own they have 21 billion in their own stablecoin, which makes me a little weird. But they also have 601 million in USDC. I guarantee you, if you go into a lot of these exchanges, even Big Daddy Binance, remember, Binance doesn't operate in the United States. Binance US does, but they are Binance, but they're two separate entities, right? Different rules. Binance is still offshore. And the reason why a lot of these cryptocurrency products operate offshore is because regulation is tough in the United States. Guys, when you look at the infrastructure of other countries, it's so much different than the regulations we have to follow here in the United States. We have pretty good infrastructure here. I mean, there's an apartment complex. There's been a few being built on my street. The shit that they go through to make sure things are perfect, you don't just build something and say, all right, people live in it. There's so many boxes that have to be checked. There's a group of special people who walk in suits, right? Sometimes, right? With the little hard hats, come through and expect everything before you can let people live in there. The same thing applies for financial institutions in the United States. Although there have been scams in the United States, mega scams, right? And some missed opportunities, for the most part, regulation is pretty solid in the United States. The reason why I say that is because back when Bernie Madoff was stealing people's money, depositing it to his own bank account, regulators came in and did audits, but they weren't very thorough. They almost got busted one time. I remember that, but they weren't very thorough. So more and more cryptocurrency exchanges are going to let us know what are their assets. Now, someone commented saying, what are their liabilities? I don't know. That's true, right? Because I mean, if their liabilities are more than this, which it probably isn't, then that's dangerous, right? Now, unfortunately, I think more projects like Crypto.com should have came out within the same day of a report of what their liabilities and assets are. Now, Crypto.com operates in Singapore, I believe. It's a Singapore-based company. But we know they're very big in the United States. Fortune favors the brave. LeBron James, right? What's that other guy? Was it Matt Damon? Is that his name? Sorry if I'm messing that up. Matt Damon, right? Buying naming rights to the Staples Center. I hope that a lot of other cryptocurrency companies are more transparent with what is actually backing their project. Like, what do you have that's actually backing your token? What is backing your company if shit hits the fan? Now, big kudos to Crypto.com. Big kudos. Remember about 7 months ago, check this out. Remember 7 months ago. Remember crypto.com got slashed their rewards and people were freaking the F out? Remember that? Remember that? People were freaking the F out? Remember when Sushi Swap, or we won't go to Sushi Swap, but remember when these cryptocurrency projects were, they were offering these insane returns for on your investment because they could. But what happens when the market dumps? You can't do that anymore. And a lot of these companies didn't change their business model and they went under. Crypto.com got ahead of that. Dude, their Crypto.com Visa cards were so good and everyone loved them. But people got upset when they slashed the rewards because their rewards are insane. I was like, is this sustainable? It wasn't. And that's why they got rid of them. Excuse me. I think they saw the writings on the wall and they said, hey, we have to do something. We have to get rid of these rates because a crypto winter is coming. And the only way a lot of these cryptocurrency projects are going to survive through the crypto winter, which could be a long time, is to get rid of some of these insane reward systems that give people so much rewards for, I mean, basic things you could do with a debit card, right? Which is nice, but it's unsustainable. Now, what's that quote from Warren Buffett? Warren Buffett. Whatever, he eats McDonald's every day, but this is a great quote. And this is a lot of cryptocurrency companies getting wrecked. A rising tide floats all boats. And a rising tide is a good economic environment. Interest rates are low, the government's printing money, all these cryptocurrency exchanges have money, Bitcoin's hitting all-time high, the markets are hitting all-time high, right? A rising tide floats all boats. There was DAOs offering 10,000% APY. I got into those. I got fooled by those too. He says, only when the tide goes do you discover who's been swimming naked, which shows us, man, a lot of people were swimming naked, butt-ass naked, boy, butt naked. Shout out to Do Kwon and Terra Luna. Shout out to Celsius, Voyager, 3 Arrows Capital, Alameda Research, and now, of course, FTX along with Alameda Research. Butt naked in the water. Butt naked. So absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. And you can't take people's money and trade with it. Alameda Research, you can't take people's money and trade with it. Now, the crazy thing to me is that when Alameda Research's balance sheet was exposed, the balance sheet was exposed, we saw that they had about $6 billion in FTT token. Now, that's impossible because the market cap was only $3 billion at the time, so they're just creating tokens. But what was crazy to me is I was like, did they create all $6 billion of those? Which is still heinous. No. They were your FTT tokens. The ones you bought. They were just, lending them out a little bit. That's like a friend saying, hey man, can I borrow $1,000? And you say, yeah, okay. Then he goes and bets it and he loses it all. Or loses half of it. And then you ask him for it and he goes, oh, wait a little bit. Wait till the market starts going green again, Because remember, the Bernie Madoff situation, I believe, was sparked by the whole 2008 financial collapse. Remember that? A lot of people got wrecked in that. And if you haven't seen the movie The Big Short, I can't believe nobody went to jail for that, except one guy. Right? But everyone's like, okay, I need my money. And that's what happens with a pyramid scheme. It's like when everyone wants their money, like sooner or later, when you have no more people to pay, or no new investors in your pyramid scheme, well, then the jig is up because you can't keep paying the people. There's no revenue being made. You see what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Nutty. Chris E says, every exchange needs to have to go public audit by an accounting firm like Coinbase. Do they have non-performing loans? How much loans borrowed or customer fund? Exactly, 100%. Yeah, The Big Short is a fantastic morning. I know, Chad, I've been ignoring you a little bit, but this is juicy, man. This is juicy. We got to get into this. There's a lot of news. I'll talk to you guys in about 5 minutes. We'll have a good conversation with the chat in about 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And at 9 a.m., I'm going to be going over to Jake Gagan's channel for the Crypto Hour with Rodney and Jake G, baby. Links to that is in the description down below. We're going to continue this conversation, and we're going to have UFC fighter Derek Brunson on the chat with the boys hanging out on a Friday day. So right after this, directly, 9 a.m., so 15 minutes, There's a link in my description of this video, right? Go click that and hang out with me and Jake over there. The degeneracy continues, and we go into this even more. I have a question for you guys in the chat, though. How do you guys think about this whole Elon Musk situation? Do you like what's going on with Twitter? I think it's been pretty nice. I think that the verification thing is a little confusing, though. You tagged me in a video. Let me see. How long did you tag me to Soap Guy? Is it?
Today, smoking is going to save lives.
Dude. That's hilarious.
Does anyone smell anything smoky?
Did you bring your jerky in again?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Fire! Oh, fire! Oh my goodness! Oh my god! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
I want to play this, but I can't because I think YouTube's gonna take it down. They're gonna cut this whole part of my video out, which I don't want. But this is
Everyone, what's the procedure?
watch a little bit more.
Wait. Everybody, calm down. What is warm?
Dude, The Office is such a perfect show. All right, this is fun. Dude. All right, who's gonna be dude? If FBF makes an OnlyFans, I'm subscribing for research purposes, for content. I'm subscribing. I think because remember the rumors about him. This is such a bullshit article. This is bullshit. After all the shit he's been through, you think he needs this? Failed crypto exchange FTX was ran by 10 people who lived together and were involved romantically. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, I don't know because the thing is Twitter has increased users. So Jayhawk, what are you talking about, bro? What are you? Oh my god, this is hilarious. All right, let's someone sent me a Twitter DM. Let me check that. Hold on. DJ sent me a photo. Dude, fuck that guy, dude. Hold on. I don't see anything in my DMs. Oh, Lord. All right, let's talk to the chat a little bit. I know a lot of people are going to take off, but let's talk to the chat a little bit. Talk about this whole situation. This is hilarious. I want to be on the inside of those orgies. Like, just because someone portrays that they're living a cheap lifestyle, which I thought was honorable, doesn't mean he doesn't have a $35 million mansion in the Bahamas where they're all bumping uglies. probably drinking the finest champagne, which is fine. Look at I never knock people for living a lavish lifestyle after they've earned it. And, maybe he did some shady shit, but he probably earned it, right? He earned everything. He worked for it. How he got there, but, Okay, I'll show you this new video. Binance, FTX. You guys are wild, bro. But yeah, when a CEO comes out and says, "Oh, I live a poor lifestyle," I'm just like, I don't care. Like, I want if someone creates something great, I want you to be balling out. I want you to be happy, because you worked for it. I think that's the reward for working hard and creating something that people like. You get to live a lavish lifestyle. I mean, our society really cares about people and values people that can make money or can make a product or service that we all love, right? Think of your favorite product or service, your phone, your computer, whatever it is, right? You love that thing and it brings a lot of value to your life. That person who created that value for you should be paid handsomely, in my opinion. Crypto is tanking again because we now know there's nothing saving FTX. FTX is going bankrupt. So that's why crypto is dumping again. It's not looking good for us, guys. Crypto is corrupt. A lot of it is corrupt. 100% Colleen. 100%. Champagne and orange juice. The CZ tweet? CZ tweeting? CZ with the Twitter fingers? Oh, shit. BS is shit journalism. BSC is issued by Paxos and is regulated by entity, not Binance. The numbers are all wrong too. These are user assets in the form of users choose to store with us. We don't convert for them. So another Bloomberg article saying that Binance Reserve shows almost half of holdings are in its own token. So I just had that concern when I just looked at it at a surface level, right? But I guess he's saying is issued by Paxos. Okay, so they don't issue it. He says, and New York Department FS regulated entity. Oh, so Paxos is a regulated entity, not Binance. The numbers are all wrong too. Yeah. Okay. So and this is the concern I had. What he's saying is that no, we don't issue our own stablecoin. It's issued by Paxos, which is, a New York NYDS FS regulated entity. So it's regulated, not Binance. So obviously this is a hit piece. He says, FTX aside, avoid businesses, exchanges, products that are not profitable, musical chairs, survive by selling their own token, give highly incentives for locking your tokens. This is one we talk about all the time on our channel. If you're investing into a project that gives you 1,000% APY because you stake their tokens, don't do that. I learned that the hard way. Don't do that. All right. And he says, have a large total supply, but only a small circulating supply involves loans. Stay safe. Shout out to the GOAT. If Binance ever goes down, I'm quitting YouTube. Just kidding. All right. Let's hang out. Let's hang out for a little bit before I have to take off here. Yes. Reckless lifestyle, reckless investor leveraging on retailer. Yeah. I see you, Bree. I see you, Jayhawk. Shut your ass up. What's up, Matthew Miller? How you doing, baby? Have a great weekend. Thank you so much. Yeah, guys, have a good weekend. Look, it's tough in crypto. Crypto usually trades sideways during the weekend. There's not much action or activity. So go outside, get some sunshine, take a hike. Hi, Toshi. Take a hike, spend some time with your loved ones, get off the charts. It's brutal out there. It sucks. It sucks. CZ and Sam and Duquan about to be sellies in 2023. Imagine. Chris E says, I didn't know today was an off day at work. Logged in and it was working, only to be texted on my phone by the director of a fucking log off. Hooray, 3-day weekend. Let's go. Yeah, it's Veterans Day. Dude, congratulations, Chrissy. That must have felt good, right? You got all ready for work. Probably start typing and your director's like, get off. Time to chill, right? Congratulations, buddy. Hell yeah. Yes. Okay, the news on Banana Task Force apes. Sway stepped down. And a couple of other guys close to the product are going to take it over. I spoke with Hobbs yesterday. Do with that what you will. Yeah, there's so much drama in crypto. Nick P with the $5 donation says, happy Friday, great show. Always delivering value. Best explanation of stablecoins I've heard. Have a great weekend. Thank you so much, Nick P. I appreciate you. And my goal is to bring you value, baby. You could sit here and listen to my dumb face every day at 8 a.m. The degeneracy will continue tomorrow. Sundays are optional. DJ says, all my loved ones are on the stream. Aw. I know DJ wants me to stream Sundays. I might do maybe I'll do a midday one on Sunday. I find out that when I take one whole day off, I feel rejuvenated. I do feel rejuvenated and to sleep in. Thank you so much, Chrissy. Happy Veterans Day to all the veterans out there. Thank you so much. Crypto Hunter, this FTX situation is way worse. I know it doesn't seem like that, but it's way worse because FTX was trusted by the normies, by the Tom Bradys, right? I mean, I was watching the highlights of a Laker game, of a Golden State Warriors game the other night, and I saw a big FTX logo on the floor. Like FTX was a well-known brand that bridged the gap between normal-ass normies and us in crypto. They brought us together. Although a lot of us dabble in DeFi and none of them even know about Uniswap, this brought them together. Like, this is so crazy that friends and family are texting me and calling me saying, hey, did you hear what happened to FTX? Are you good? I'm like, yeah, but motherfucker, I'm good. Like, my barber yesterday was like, hey, bro, What's up with, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, FTX was trusted by Steph Curry and Tom Brady. Thank you so much, DSS Entertainment. Appreciate you. Hey, we ain't stopping, baby. I don't care what happens to crypto. We're going to keep putting out content, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, baby. How, Sway? Meanwhile, I'm listening. What's up, Big A? Hey, Big A working on a Friday. What are you talking about? The charts looking love? Exactly, Rug. See, here's the thing, Rug and Rug. Rug na Rug. Rug na Rug. All right. Rug na Rug. I like this. I'm not scared. Because I believe in crypto long term. And I do believe whether it's a year, 2 years, 4 years from now, we're going to beat all-time high prices. And that's going to create the generational wealth. Right. So thank you so much, Javi. Appreciate y'all. Jayhawk, you have no chance with Paola. Okay, so if you guys don't know the news, we'll go into some shitcoin news. If you guys don't know the news about Terrarium, I made a video on it. Check it out. I just put it out. It's called Terrarium. They're asking for 5,000 Ethereum to start a new project called TerraPay, another shitcoin, when they haven't even put out their original project. How much BS is that? Do me a favor, hit that like button if you think that's BS. They launched in February of this year. They've made millions off this token. Trust me, these devs have made millions. Trust me, they have. Okay? They have the audacity after failing investors every step of the way with the egotistical CEO that's a beta boy who just blocked me on Twitter because he can't handle a criticism. They're asking for $6 million, 5,000 ETH for TerraPay, a POS bullshit type project that was a dime a dozen during the bull run. A dime a dozen. They're asking for $6 million in a bear market. How greedy. How insanely greedy. Right? The audacity for them to do that and act like that's okay. Why create another token right away? You dorks. Absolutely insane. If you haven't watched that video, watch that. DJ, he blocked me, so I can't. He blocked me, so I can't. Unless you did a screenshot. I'll check that out. Let me see. Oh, yeah, you did it. Okay, you did. Thank you, DJ. Says important Terra Exchange will be launching on 26th of December, just 8 weeks from now. Oh, so they pushed it back. Oh, they're postponing it till November 18th. Fucking dweebs. Greedy ass dweebs. These guys suck. These guys absolutely suck. These guys suck. I made a video about it. Go check it out. It's on my channel. It's the thumbnail's hilarious. I think it's hilarious. It's right here. I'll put the great CZ once tweeted. I'll put it in the chat right here. I'll put it in the chat. The link to that. I'm about to take off and go to Jake's channel. Check it out. It's a good video. All right, guys. I'm taking off. I'm going directly to Jake's channel right after this. Links in the description to Jake's channel. We're going to be covering more of this crypto stuff, and then we'll get on to we're going to be hanging out with a UFC fighter. It's going to be a good time. All right, y'all. I love you, Bree. I know, Chrissy. I know. Dude, Chrissy, they got money. Trust me. Go watch this video. It's like 10 minutes or 6 minutes, excuse me. I explain everything. It's good. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate y'all. Come hang out on Jake's channel. We're going to be hanging out here in a second. Hit the like on the way out. And thank you so much for the sweet viewership today, man. This makes me happy. All right, y'all. Have a good one. Bye-bye.